You've done well. You've just completed Module 10, Pipe Maintenance and Troubleshooting, and with it, you've gained a new level of mastery. Now the work continues, not just in the classroom, but in the lab, in the field, and in your mindset. Go back to your training manual, revise the tools, the causes, and the repair steps. Head into the workshop, fix the leaks, clear the blockages, test the system. Then take your quiz and prove to yourself that you've got what it takes. When you can repair what others fear to touch. When you prevent problems before they appear, then you're not just a plumber, you're a professional.
By the end of Module 10, you won't just know how to install pipes, you'll know how to keep them working and how to solve problems under pressure. Here's what you'll be able to do. Explain the importance of routine pipe maintenance and how it prevents small issues from becoming major repairs. Identify the types of pipe maintenance used in the field, from preventive checks to emergency fixes. Diagnose common pipe problems, like leaks, corrosion, pressure drops, and blockages. Use the right tools to inspect and repair pipes, including pipe cutters, sealants, clamps, and replacement fittings. Perform step-by-step pipe repairs, such as fixing leaking joints and replacing damaged sections. Apply preventive maintenance strategies to keep plumbing systems working efficiently and safely. Anyone can install a pipe, but the real professionals? They can walk into a problem and walk out with a solution. That's what this module is all about. Let me tell you something most beginners don't understand. Good plumbing is invisible until something goes wrong. That's why maintenance matters. Every leak, every burst pipe, every angry customer starts with something that wasn't checked, cleaned, or tightened. And the cost of ignoring maintenance? It's not just money. It's damage, delay, downtime, and sometimes danger. Proper maintenance does three things. It extends the life of the plumbing system, it prevents emergencies, and it saves your client and your reputation in the long run. So if you want to be more than just a pipe installer, if you want to be trusted, remembered, and called back, learn to maintain, learn to protect, because every good system depends on someone who knows how to keep it that way. Maintenance isn't just something you do when there's a problem. There are different types of maintenance, and each one plays a role in keeping the plumbing system strong. Preventive maintenance. This is the routine work you do before anything breaks. Checking for wear, tightening joints, flushing lines, testing valves. It's the best kind of maintenance, because it prevents the need for repairs. Corrective maintenance. This happens after a fault is noticed. Maybe a small leak, a clogged pipe, a valve not opening right. It's fixing what's wrong before it gets worse. Emergency maintenance. This is firefighting, a burst pipe, a flooded room, a total pressure failure. It requires fast thinking, fast action, and solid skills. And it's where reputations are made or destroyed. As a professional, you'll need to know how to handle all three. But if you do preventive maintenance well, you'll do far fewer emergency repairs. Stay ahead of the problem, that's the secret. Pipes don't fail overnight. The signs are always there, if you know what to look for. Let's go over the most common pipe problems you'll face on the job. Leaks. Tiny at first, maybe just a drip. But over time, leaks weaken walls, flood floors, and wastewater, caused by poor joints, cracked pipes, or failed seals. Corrosion, especially in metal pipes. Rust, scaling, and flaking are signs that the pipe is breaking down. Corrosion leads to weak spots, reduced pressure, and dirty water. Blockages, hair, grease, sand, or even collapsed pipe walls. Blockages cause slow drainage, backups, and sometimes pipe bursts. Always investigate strange sounds or smells. Pressure drops. If the system loses pressure, it could be a hidden leak, a faulty valve, or a cracked line. Pressure tests help detect where the fault lies. pipe shifting or joint loosening. Pipes can move over time, especially with poor support or high vibration. This puts stress on joints and causes leaks or breaks. Every great repair starts with the right diagnosis. Know these problems, recognize them early, fix them right. That's how you stay ahead and earn trust. Leaks may start small, but their damage grows fast. To stop them, you first have to find them, and that takes skill. Signs of a leak: water stains or damp patches, especially around joints, walls, or ceilings. Drop in water pressure. If taps slow down unexpectedly, a leak might be pulling pressure from the system. Mold or musty smells. Hidden leaks often show up in air before they show up in water. Unexplained water bills. If the meter keeps running, but no one's using water, check for hidden leaks. Leaks can be silent thieves, damaging walls, wasting water, and weakening systems long before they're seen. To fix a leak properly, you must first find it precisely. Let's walk through how. Step 1. Conduct a visual inspection. Look for wet patches, water stains, bubbling paint, or mold. Focus on common leak points: joints, valves, bends, and fittings. Step 2. Listen. Turn off all taps and appliances. In a quiet room, you might hear a faint dripping or hissing. It can point you right to the source. Step 3. Monitor the meter. Turn off all water outlets. If the meter keeps spinning, you've got a hidden leak somewhere in the system. Step 4. Use leak detection tools. Spray soapy water on joints and fittings. Bubbles will show air or gas leaks. For underground leaks, pros use acoustic sensors, pressure testing, or infrared scanners. Step 5. Dye test, for toilets or tanks. Add food dye to the cistern. If colour shows up in the bowl without flushing, you've got a slow, silent leak. Never guess, never assume. Leaks hide, but a trained eye, steady hand, and the right method will always find them. A great plumber doesn't just fix leaks, they find the ones no one else can. That's your power. Blockages are one of the most frequent and frustrating plumbing problems, and often they're avoidable. What causes pipe blockages? Foreign objects and waste, food scraps, hair, soap scum, and even sanitary items can block the flow. They don't belong in the drain, but they end up there. Grease and fat. Poured down the sink, they cool and harden inside pipes, narrowing the flow over time. Mineral buildup. Hard water causes scaling inside pipes, especially in older systems, reducing diameter and pressure. Pipe slope or design faults. Improper pipe slope means water doesn't flow freely, leading to stagnation and build-up. Tree roots. Yes, underground pipes can be invaded by roots searching for moisture, leading to cracks and major clogs. Blockages don't happen overnight. They build up slowly. But if you know the causes, you can prevent them, clear them faster, and save your client a major headache. Blockages slow down systems, and slow systems frustrate clients. But with the right method, you can clear most blockages quickly and cleanly. Step by step, clearing blockages. Use a plunger for sinks, toilets, or basins. Create a strong seal and use steady, firm pressure. It's often enough to break small clogs in traps or near the opening. Try a drain snake or auger. This flexible tool reaches deeper. Rotate it into the pipe until you feel resistance, then break or pull out the obstruction. Use hot water and mild detergent, grease clogs. For kitchen sinks, pour boiling water mixed with detergent to dissolve soft grease buildup. For tougher blockages, use a pipe brush or wire. Disassemble the trap under the sink if needed. Clean the inside thoroughly with a pipe brush or soft wire. Chemical cleaners, only as a last resort. These can damage pipes if overused. Always follow safety instructions and wear gloves. Don't force it. Don't damage the pipe trying to be fast. Choose the right tool, apply steady pressure, and clear it like a pro. Every time you unclog a drain properly, you restore flow and earn trust. Low water pressure isn't just a nuisance. It's a signal. Something in the system is struggling, and it's your job to find out what. Common causes of low pressure: blocked pipes. Sediment, scale, or foreign objects reduce the diameter inside the pipe, slowing the flow. Leaks in the system. Water is escaping somewhere before it reaches the outlet. Check joints, fittings, and hidden sections. Even a small leak can cause a big pressure drop. Undersized pipes. If the pipe is too small for the demand, especially in multi-story buildings, pressure will always suffer. Faulty valves or partially closed valves. Ball valves, gate valves, or even isolation valves that are stuck or not fully open restrict flow. Always check valve positions. Airlocks in the pipes, especially in systems not used regularly or after repairs. Air gets trapped and blocks water movement. Issues from the main supply. Sometimes it's not your system. It's the municipal line. Low supply pressure, shared lines, or peak usage times can reduce flow to your building. Don't just replace parts, understand the cause. Every time you restore pressure, you restore peace of mind. Because good plumbers fix symptoms, but great ones fix systems. When a client complains about weak flow, it's not always the tap. You have to think like a system detective to solve low water pressure. Here's how you do it. Inspect the entire system. Start at the water meter or source and trace your way through. Look for leaks, closed valves, rusted pipes, or poor connections. Clean or replace, clogged aerators and filters. Sometimes the issue is right at the outlet. Remove tap aerators or shower heads and clean out sediment buildup. Flush blocked pipes. If sediment or scale is suspected, flush the pipework using controlled pressure or cleaning solutions. Check for leaks and repair immediately. Even a tiny leak reduces pressure across the system. Seal or replace affected sections and retest flow afterward. Ensure valves are fully open. Check main valves, gate valves, and service line controls. Half-open valves are a common cause of unnecessary pressure loss. Use pressure-boosting solutions. If the supply is weak, consider installing a booster pump, pressure tank, or changing the pipe size if undersized. Restoring pressure isn't always quick, but it's deeply appreciated. When the water flows strong and steady again, your work speaks volumes. Pressure problems are puzzles, and now you've got the skills to solve them. Sometimes the pipe bursts, the water is flowing, and there's no time for full replacement. You need to act fast, with a temporary repair. Here's what to do. Shut off the water supply immediately. Your first move is always to stop the flow. Turn off the main valve or isolate the affected zone. Clean and dry the pipe area. Wipe away water, dirt, or rust around the leak. A dry surface ensures your temporary fix sticks. Apply pipe repair tape or rubber seal. Wrap self-fusing repair tape tightly around the leak. In absence of that, use a rubber patch and hose clamp to apply pressure directly over the hole. Use epoxy putty or sealant for small cracks. Mix and mold the epoxy. Apply it over the leak, covering at least 2 inches around the area. Let it cure fully before restoring flow. Mark the spot. Clearly, so the permanent repair can be done later. This is not a fix. It's a stabilizer until full restoration. In that moment, your quick thinking protects the building, the client, and your credibility. Temporary repairs buy you time, but your planning brings the permanent solution. Move fast, work smart, and come back to finish it right. Sometimes a pipe is too far gone, cracked, rusted, split, or leaking beyond repair. And when that happens, you replace the section. Clean, accurate, permanent. Step by step, replacing a damaged pipe section. shut off the water supply. No work begins until the line is safe. Drain out water from the pipe and relieve pressure. Mark and cut out the damaged area. Use a pipe cutter or hacksaw to remove the affected portion. Cut straight and clean. Leave at least 2 inches of good pipe on either side. Prepare the pipe ends. Deburr, sand and clean both ends of the remaining pipe. A clean surface. A strong connection. Measure and cut the replacement pipe. Use the same material and match the length exactly. Dry fit it first. Check alignment and spacing. Connect. Using the right fittings, use PVC solvent cement, compression fittings, or fusion joints depending on the pipe type. Hold firmly for the required setting time. Test the repair. Turn the water on slowly. Watch the joints. Check for leaks. Tap the pipe gently to test stability. This isn't just about stopping a leak. It's about restoring a system as if nothing ever went wrong. That's what sets you apart. Precision repairs, done right, first time. Now it's your turn. You've studied the theory, you've learned the causes, you've seen the repairs. Now step into the workshop and put your training into action. Your lab tasks: locate and repair a leak. Use inspection techniques to find the leak, shut off the line, and repair it using sealant, tape, or replacement, depending on the situation. Clear a simulated pipe blockage. Use plungers, drain snakes, or other tools to safely clear a blockage. Work clean, work efficiently, restore flow. Diagnose low pressure in a test line. Trace the source of pressure loss. Is it a valve, a clog, a leak? Record your diagnosis and propose the solution. Replace a damaged pipe section. Mark, cut, and replace a faulty segment. Use appropriate fittings and test for leaks after the repair. Don't rush, don't guess, and don't just pass through this task. This is where confidence is built. When your hands move with skill, your knowledge comes alive. Make every cut clean. Make every repair count. You're not just training, you're becoming a professional. Well done, trainee. You've completed Module 10, Pipe Maintenance and Troubleshooting, and you've stepped into the shoes of a real problem solver. Key takeaways. Maintenance isn't optional, it's critical. It keeps plumbing systems safe, efficient, and long-lasting. You've learned to diagnose and fix leaks, blockages, and pressure issues. And you now understand not just how to respond, but how to prevent. You've practiced the tools, techniques, and strategies that every professional plumber uses in the real world. And most importantly, you now carry confidence. Because when things go wrong, you know how to make them right. In plumbing, things will break, systems will age, but the trained hand knows what to do. You are that hand. You are that mind. You are that plumber. And the work you do from here will speak for itself.
You've done well. You've just completed Module 10, Pipe Maintenance and Troubleshooting. And with it, you've gained a new level of mastery. Now the work continues, not just in the classroom, but in the lab, in the field, and in your mindset. Go back to your training manual, revise the tools, the causes, and the repair steps. Head into the workshop, fix the leaks, clear the blockages, test the system. Then take your quiz and prove to yourself that you've got what it takes. When you can repair what others fear to touch. When you prevent problems before they appear, then you're not just a plumber, you're a professional.